Welcome to 2025. Definitely late to the game. I've been so busy. Now I see why it takes people 3-5 years to do a layout. So for me, I end up not doing the Christmas layout. Turns out that, long story. Anyway, I am still doing a layout and still the same kind of thinking. I want multi-trains to run, be able to a train to go from one track all the way into the other. Did this up in AnyRail. And I took it a step further, right? So, as you see here, pretty nice. What we have here is where all the switching will happen up and down. They can go up and up or back down. It doesn't matter. Loops around, and it'll go around and around and around. Of course, what I did add was I added an area here that'll come up, and I can keep trains up here. I will end up putting isolators in there and relays underneath using an Arduino. And what I'll do is from a tablet, I'll just activate 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or whatever, and then they'll come on. And I have the little bumpers at the end. I'll have LED lights. I'll know which ones are on. Roundhouse, turntable, maybe put a roundhouse. It's all, I don't know, just playing around. One thing, and then houses here, little town, whatever. I have houses, I have a water tower, I have auto shop, country houses, all that stuff. So up on Facebook, you join groups. I'm in an N-scale group for beginners, and I put this picture up, and people gave me good feedback. Ditch all this, or ditch some of these spurs, make these longer. Remember, this is just a concept. I'm not following this to the T. I actually printed 50 pages out to lay down and try and follow it, and just it was a mess. I don't know what I did wrong. One thing is somebody did give good feedback, and this is a 4x8, right? It's never going to change other than this, because I had to move to my garage. It's the only place I have room. 4x8, I can get a lot of stuff going here. I might do scenery. I might do trees. All flat elevation. All that could change. Somebody made a comment, is up in this area or somewhere, throw a line out. A track going out. And they said if I ever expand. Well, it's never going to happen. But, you know what? Who knows? All right. So here's where we're at, right? Here is everything. Here's where, the outer loop, like my plate. So my outer loop goes all the way around, okay? And that works. That is actually nailed down temporarily. It's on 2-inch foam. And from here, I can go up and up. We can come down. And then right here, where that will go, and then that will go to the outer loop, and there's where other trains will sit. The other thing I was talking about is right there. You can see I have it going over there, so that way I'll have a light back in that corner as well. Tell me when that, so that's gonna be my programming track. I thought about it, that'll be cool. Put the programming track way back there. Program up a loco for DCC. The one video I did, here's my converted Pensy. Right now it's just got 3 little 70-ton ore cars. I like these little guys. So eventually, I'm going to run him. Well, that's DC, not DCC. I'm going to run that with the ore cars. I'm going to run a steamer. Most likely a good puller that I can pull 10 of these or so. The other thing I wanted with this layout, it's a 4x8. I could have gone smaller, but I want to run longer trains. Okay. I have my spacers 3D printed. I'm going to do a quick video on some things I learned, just my personal opinion. There is my DC controller that I use it'll control 2 trains. I'm just using one. That way I can still run a DC on this. And then my Arduino all set up. I do have the newer motor shield. It's not here. This is an old one. I have it downstairs. I have 3 of these setups. That way you can have a backup. I want to program one and run one. And when I play around, because I'm going to eventually control lights, houses, servos, everything from the Arduino. Well, it's quarter of the way done in 2025. I had to get something up here. All this is recycled wood, except for I had to go buy this sideboard and that sideboard, 1x6. And what's interesting is tongue and groove was $6.75 each. A 1x6 normal board was $14. So went tongue and groove, ended up buying 2. I stuck the groove part up instead of tongue because I might want to stick something in here. I don't know yet, but hey, the foam is from COVID times when I was playing around with HO and I started doing DCC and converting locos and playing with Arduino and starting to learn. I had this, split it down the middle, and it's been stored. It's 2-inch, 4x8, brought it out, threw it on. The sideboard and a board underneath that I'm actually nailing to. There's a board all the way around. It's 2 inches tall, and that's what all this stuff's screwing to. So there's a piece of plywood under here. I got the plywood for $50, right? So on Facebook Marketplace, a guy had, it's over here, I believe. He had a ton of Tyco. Yep, Tyco trains, Bachmann Easy Track and controller, and a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and these silly sawhorses. No, I'm not using a sawhorse. I'm actually using my Home Depot really good sawhorses. I do have to create legs so I can get my sawhorses back out there, and I'm probably going to trash these junky sawhorses. My point is, I was going to pay $50 for a 4x8 sheet of plywood. I paid $50 and got trains I'm going to flip on. Probably just going to throw them on eBay. I'll get my $50 back. So that essentially makes the plywood free. I bought 2 layouts for $100. I sold one for $100. So it's all pure profit. I tore the second one down. I have a whole box of track in that guy over there. But it's all the short pieces and all this kind of stuff. So I tore that layout apart because essentially it was free. And so a lot of this wood was free. The only thing, if you really technically want me to say how much this cost so far, is $14 for the 2 1x6s. And I believe this is $50 now for the 2-inch foam at Home Depot. I think I paid $20 during COVID. So I'm like $30, $35 in on the table. Everything else here you see. All this Pico track, which I really like, except I do have, right here, I have Atlas as well. What I like about the Atlas Flex Track is they have holes every so often. That's nice. I got nails. It's not glued down. It's just nailed. The Pico, you have to put holes in them. And I'm going to do a quick video on a tool that I'm using. So I have my list of stuff I want to show you right there. So anyway, happy to get something out here, something going. Like I said, the outer loop is functioning. And I'm going to play around a little bit, get some more track done. And I will probably throw another video up of the train running. All right. Talk to you. Thanks.